Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with the girl I liked forgot her glasses, episode number 4 reaction. Okay, so the previous episode, this show kind of does the whole thing in like kind of short little stories. So there was a few things that happened in the beginning. There was like that one part with the cat and a few other stuff, where once there was one section where Mia tried to kind of, so that she doesn't get wrinkles, try to put her eyes bigger, make her eyes bigger, and like stuff like that. But the major thing that happened in the previous episode was a kid called Azuma, I think, yeah. And he's like the popular kid, and like one of the person wanted to give a letter to him, which she dropped. And yeah, Mia decides to go and take it to back to him, and this makes a whole misunderstanding, and all the people in the classes were like, oh, what's going on, what is this? And Azuma realized what's going on. By the end of it, the whole misunderstanding was kind of resolved, and Azuma is one of those characters who knows what's going on, and he probably is going to support uh, like support the main two characters, that type of character he seems like. So yeah, obviously he knows that Komura likes her, and kind of vice versa as well. So she kind of teased Komura a little bit, kind of writing in the letter that, oh, Mia-san likes you as well. So like that basically what was happened. So yeah, we get introduced to a new character, and this character seems like will be a character who's going to help the main two characters out. So yeah, let us see what happens in this episode. This is episode number 4. Let us get started. I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, is this a storm coming? Yeah, ooh. Damn, it's actually quite windy. Okay, random Mia. She cannot properly read it. That's why she's. But I cannot read. Yeah. You can. Really? Can you? Oh, I see. Makes sense. Whoa! Oh, she brought black coffee, I think. It's black coffee. There you go. That ain't cocoa. Well, damn. Oh boy. Here we go. The infamous. The infamous. Nah, nah, nah. That's the infamous indirect. Yeah. Well, there you go. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. After taking it from her, then you say, "Oh Lord." My mental copy of her dad. What the hell is that? You have a mental copy of her dad? Okay, that's. I feel like that's a bit too much, isn't it? Mm. Mm. Damn. What's happening? Is he late to school? I chose a pair of glasses for the girl I like. Oh, he's late. Yep. Wow. Hey, yo, you cannot see. You tripped. She's running with her eyes closed. What? And, uh, yeah? No. Wait, what did she think? A teacher is also running? She said, sir. That means she thought it's a teacher. Well, yeah. Oh no. Oh god. Um, yeah, tell her. Oh, she thought it's like a random passerby. Okay, not a teacher. I see. Yeah. He's like, what? Oh, time to move. What? Okay, now you'll be late. Great. Yeah. Oh my god. This school is clean. Look at this, it's like shining completely. I know it's the animation style, but still. Oh, it broke. She fails 2 seconds later. Well, he's helping you. Well, she's in pain because of her leg, so. Oh my god. Hmm. Alright, time to move. How many hundreds of. No, I think you should actually think about it. A metric ton? Nah. Health. That's a health hazard waiting to happen. What? Oh! Yeah, obviously. Oh boy. Jump down. Alright. She cannot reach the blackboard. Yeah. Oh no, wait. Hmm. Oh boy, I remember our teachers also doing this, telling us to do the stuff. Just get on the chair, you know. Get on the chair. At this point. Oh wait, Azuma's here. Right. Damn, he's tall. Yo, he's really tall. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, it's a menu. Okay. Hmm. Damn, he's actually crying. Oh, probably because she won't be able to. Nah, she won't be able to, like, you know. Yep, there you go. Hmm. Okay, please don't. No, you'll regret it later. Definitely try to be as tall as possible when you're a kid. I know, obviously, it's not on your hand, but still. No, it's probably like a sad story. What is that? Oh no, probably her. Wait, look. Ah, that's why she's water's coming out. Uh, oh yeah, we haven't really seen her laugh, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Ah, there you go. Sleepy. Hmm. Oh yeah, it's like a heart. Oh, she cannot see properly. Yeah. Oh, he took a phone. As I photo. Oh no, he's not doing it. It's someone else. Like, I guess he can take a. Is he going to do it? Hmm. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Wait, I'm surprised that they're allowed phones. Hmm. Nah, it's fine. Oh boy. First thing he thinks about when he sees me. Who the hell is this? Oh no, here we go. He's probably going to ask for some favor or something. Yeah. Oh, oh no, never mind. Oh, probably dropped it. Okay. He cannot see properly. Oh yeah, there you go. Open. Take out the glasses. Oh no, he is just going to drop down. Oh my god. Hey yo. Well, she cannot see, so. Yeah, you think. Oh, oh, she heard the name. Damn, yo. Well, he's almost dying, so cut him some slack. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. What now? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, but this time it's in there. Oh really? Ah, okay. So they just show us the days when she's missing the glasses. Makes sense. All right, he's full on fantasy mode. Break. What? Oh, he lost. He didn't bring his notebook today. Yep. Yes. One. Well, obviously because all the time, yeah, she is the one who. True. Oh wow. It surprised me. Oh my god. Uh, oh, the glasses shop. Oh, this is a nice glass. What do I have the pleasure of? Demo glasses. Ah, I see. Okay. Nah. Well, he's not the. Wait, all of them are the same. What the hell? Oh, I guess this is subtle differences. Synonyms. Uh, Dictionary. Oh, this is kind of different. They work. Yeah, exactly. She's like, oh, it's good, it's good, it's good. The usual glass that she wears, kind of like that. Well, no. Yeah. She. No, wait. Or even if you aren't wearing. Hmm. She's like, okay. Hmm. It's like the usual one. Yeah, that the one she. Yep. Excuse me. Ah, forgot her glasses again. I felt. Wait, did it break or something? Oh wow. Well, yeah. Yeah. Stable income. Every day a new glass. Oh yeah, you know what? That will be quite expensive if you think about it. Like glasses are quite pricey, even if it's the frame. Okay, that is it. So this was episode number no 4. Yeah, episode number 4. So what happens in this episode is in the beginning we see it is kind of windy, a little bit chilly. Komura's going on probably his way back home, and bam, comes across Mie trying to choose something from the vending machine. Uh, it's a chilly day, so she was trying to get like hot cocoa, but she cannot see because she doesn't have glasses, as always. So Komura's like, oh, should I help you out? Because, like she cannot probably read. So, and she's like, oh no, it's fine because I can see the color. So I'm guessing though, like they actually like the vending machines have like different colors, like yellow, not yellow, sorry, red and blue to denote hot and cold. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I can see like the names are like, like the background of the names that are in red. I'm guessing those are hot drinks, while the blue ones are cold drinks. Right. So this is such a good, like this is one thing that I always kind of think about, like it's a very, like the whole vending machine system, it's so good. Like I wish we had stuff like like vending machines here in our country. Like this is just like just so good, so amazing. Like just have like a machine and just buy like, like whatever you want to, but by putting in the amount of money. Like what a convenient, like like thing. And Yeah, anyways, went on a tangent. So she like picked one of them, and Komura's like, okay, so she'll be fine with this, fine this time. However, unfortunately, she just picked a hard drink. She didn't know what it was, so she thought it was cocoa. However, the one that dropped out was black coffee, and she drank one sip, and she's like, oh, this is bad. And Yeah, okay, so black coffee, yeah. Like this is a funny thing. I remember that obviously in anime I've seen a lot of characters drinking black coffee and everything, and I thought like, how does it how does it taste like, you know? And I tried, and it's pretty bad. Like if you're not used to it, it's like an acquired taste, obviously. Unless until you get used to it and kind of feel like, get an acquired taste to it. Yeah, black coffee is pretty damn hardcore. So all these, like like he's Komura's 30. Like at his age, I don't think drinking black coffee would probably make me traumatized. So like him actually, like like when Mia's like, oh, I cannot drink this, uh will you have this, Komura? And Komura's like, oh, okay. And he grabs it, and obviously the infamous indirect, like kiss like situation. Well, what's funny? Like Komura is like the person who has like all of the cliches like going in on his head, while Mia is the type of person who doesn't understand any of that stuff. She's like so like what can I say? Like she doesn't like like these type of, like like these things, like these cliched things, like, oh, indirect, like kiss and all the other stuff. It doesn't get in her head completely. Like when Komura was like hesitating, she's like, huh? What? Is anything the problem? But Komura's like, obviously Komura cannot back down now, so Komura's like, all right, you know what? Let me try. So he grabs the thing, and then he was like, by the end of it, he's like, you know what? No, I cannot do it. So yeah, I also don't like black coffee. I'm sorry, Mia-san. So he wasn't able to go through with it, unfortunately. But yeah. Okay, now after that, after the opening, we get to see Komura running to school. Obviously, he's late, as you can see, and Mia's also running. He sees Mia running. The fact that she was running with her eyes closed, I was like, what the hell? Like, I can't even imagine running with my eyes closed. I'd be freaked out myself, Like, how is she running with her eyes closed? I can see like she's like panting, and she's like very like tired. I can see that, but with her eyes closed, nah, man. Like that's too freaky. Like in I cannot even walk with my eyes closed, let alone running. Imagine running with your eyes closed. That's so scary. My God. Like I don't know how she was able to do that, but either way, she's just running, and Komura's like, Mie, like like Mia-san, and she doesn't realize who it is because she's not wearing her glasses again. She's she's like, oh, morning, sir, and Komura realizes that she doesn't understand who she is. So because she probably would have understood if they were in a more normal situation, but she's running at the top of her, speed, and she's like, yeah. So unfortunately, yeah, she wasn't able to understand it was Komura. Either way, they come across in front of the traffic signal, and her hair is all over the place. So Komura's like, oh, her hair, like it's kind of, and then he realizes that her skirt is kind of like a kind of like kind of up. She probably like came out in a very like like hurried way and like hurried on like started running to go get back good to get to school. So she probably wasn't able to fix her dress. So Komura sees that and Komura's like, your skirt, and she's like, oh, thank you. And then she's like, oh, my hair is also a mess. I hope Komura like how will I show this to Komura? And as soon as she says that, Komura gets a heart attack immediately. Bam, drops down there then and there. And Mia is off on her way to school while Komura just becomes late. Unfortunate. But yeah, nothing you can do about it. So that was that. The next scene, we get to see Komura and Mie. Mie has hurt her legs, scraped it a little bit. And yeah, the reason why that happened is because she was doing warm-ups. So she tripped, her glasses fell and broke. And I think they broke, didn't it? Yeah, she sprained her ankle, broke her glasses. So she tripped, broke her glasses, and sprained her ankle, hurt her knees, all at the same time. Well, and so Komura was like helping her out to the infirmary. And Azuma apparently helped him out, kind of like, like helped him out, made this opportunity for him. Because Azuma was like, oh, like, like Komura, you take her to the infirmary. Komura kind of understands that Azuma's like helping him out, and he's like, oh, is he like rooting for me or something? But anyways, now that like me is like almost stuck to him, he's like very nervous and doesn't know what to do. So they go to the infirmary. While going to the infirmary, Mia talks about her weight. She's like, oh, like I don't like like am I not too heavy? I feel like I'm getting a little bit I'm like like I'm in, my weight has increased. That is why like I think I'm a little bit embarrassed. While Komura's like, oh, in his head, he's like, oh, I don't care. How many hundreds or metric tons of kilos you are, I don't care. And I'm like, no, at that point you probably should care, because like it's not good for your health having that amount of weight at this age, like 100 kilos. Nah, at this age, in no way. So I'm like, you probably should think about it if it goes that far. Like, yeah, that's an actual health hazard waiting to happen. Yeah, at that point you should probably think about it. Anyways, they go to the infirmary, and when Komura's like, oh, you stand here, I'm going to see if like I can bring something. She she kind of accidentally steps on the weighing machine, and Komura looks at it, and Komura's like, oh, you don't even weigh that much. And she heard it, and she's like, wait, is this a weighing machine? And she's like, forget about it. Forget about everything that you saw. Right. That was that. Next scene. Yeah, Mie is struggling to put one of those notices on the bulletin board. Now, oh boy, this is something I remember. Like my school's teacher also used to do this. Gave the students the what do you call it? Responsibility of putting on these notices and everything. And we're little kids, like we were like, how old were we at that moment? We're like this little kids, and these bulletin boards were like this high, and I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do? And I remember all the students, like, this is something that we used to do. We used to get up on the chair and do it. Now obviously it was not allowed to stand on, we were obviously like pretty obvious, we weren't allowed to stand on the chair or the tables. If teachers saw you doing that, that would be something crazy, like you'd get punished. So, but yeah, like when there's no teachers, the boys don't care. I went to a boys' school, and it's like so many kids, nobody cared about it. So they just went on, stood on the chair, the table, and did all of these things. And I remember back in those days, it's kind of funny. I remember even using, like the teachers also used to tell us, give us a few of us like the responsibility to clean the blackboard, and yeah, we were. I wouldn't call us little kids, but we were still short at that time. We were still kids, and I remember a few students, they used to grab the duster and just jump around trying to rub the blackboard on top. Some of them would get on the teacher's chair and rub the blackboard. It was wild out there. The teacher's chair, like imagine if a teacher saw that, what would happen to that child? Oh boy. Unfortunately, nobody saw that, but still. Like we used to do some wild stuff back in the days. My God, I'm just remembering that. Anyways, I went on a tangent again. Like watching these slice of life school shows reminds me of my childhood. Good God, when I was in school and everything. Like yeah, right. Anyways, so yeah, they were putting on the bulletin board the notice, and she cannot do it. So Koma's like, oh, let me handle it, and he tries to do it. He also cannot do it. So who's going to do it this time? Obviously, our Lord Savior Azuma-kun. He comes in. And he's like, okay, let me do it. And he does it. And I love how Mia's like, oh, thank you. Who are you? Obviously, she cannot see, so she cannot properly remember. And Azuma's like, oh, I'm Azuma. And she's like, oh, yeah, Azuma. Thank you. What? I love how he left the class. He just walks out the class and he's like, that's fine. Like this. Doesn't even look. It's okay. Like just oh boy, this kid. Right, anyways, Komura's pretty depressed. He's like I wish I was tall. But then Mia's like, oh no, I don't want you to be tall because like I won't be able to see your face. Like because that's what she does. She kind of goes in and kind of looks at your face and then understands who she's talking to because she doesn't have her glasses. And she's like, but nowadays I can kind of recognize you from your voice. So yeah, like I don't think that'll be a problem, but still. Now, you know what's funny here? I just realized something. Like we never really like take it into account, but we need to remember that when we meet someone new, like we look at their face, we hear their voice, and we kind of associate both of them in our memory, and we kind of are like, oh, this person is this, he looks like this, his voice is like this, so that the next time we see them, like we kind of try to recall that back, and we're like, oh, you are this person, aren't you, after seeing his face and listening to his voice. I'm just realizing for Mie that's not the case. Mie cannot see properly, and she only associates with the voice. So I could imagine how difficult it is to not see someone properly and just remember them by their voice, because your eyes are properly not working. Like we usually do is like we associate eyesight and hearing and kind of put them in our memory. However, she's only using her hearing. So it kind of makes sense why she says that, oh, I cannot still properly associate you with your voice, because she cannot see properly. That's why she always goes and like kind of like inches like close to his face and tries to look at him, who this person is. So it kind of makes sense now that I think about it. We like I feel like we all take it for granted, like, oh, like eyes and ears, we just see someone and we can remember. But we need to remember that yeah, like she actually cannot properly see. She only associates the hearing and the memory. That's why it's a bit difficult for her to properly remember and associate the proper voice. After interacting with him for like, I'm guessing like a 1 month or two, she'll probably get used to it. Anyways, so yeah, anyways, I was talking about something else. So Mia's like, you don't go grow taller, I won't be able to look at you like this. And he's like, okay, I won't grow tall, I promise I'll stay this height. And I'm like, please don't do that. Yeah, height matters actually by the end of it. Like if you're short, oh boy, that is something. Like good God. So like yeah, like if you can try to be as tall as possible while you're a child. As soon as your age, like a certain age comes, you won't be growing anymore. So then you'll regret for your life that God, Now, obviously, you cannot really control your height, but I feel like you can sometimes do that because I feel like there's like a few exercises that you can do that can kind of make you taller at that age. I remember when I was like in my growing spurt when it was there. I remember kind of doing like a stretching exercise, like just kind of like a, what do you call them, like a rod. I used to like kind of hang on it, and I remember I in a few months I grew quite a bit. And I remember even in my school when I went, it was summer vacation. I went to school and everyone was like, damn, you became quite tall. And I'm like, really? Because obviously I didn't realize, like I was looking at myself in the mirror every day. So I didn't realize that maybe if I grew tall or not. But after 1 month of vacation and going back to school, everyone was like, okay, you kind of became a little bit taller. And I'm like, damn, it really works. So yeah, these are a few things you can actually do at that age that can kind of let you grow a little bit taller sometimes, but most of the time it's out of your hands, unfortunately. Right, anyways, after that, the next scene we get to see them, right, Mia reading a book and kind of like tears in her eyes, and Komura's like, oh, why is she crying? Maybe I shouldn't pry into it. But Mia's like, oh, Komura-kun, you see these words? And she says that all these kanji, these seems like mori. I realized all the four little characters look like forest. So I read mori, 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 mori. And Asuka-chan laughed at me really hard. Now that I look at those characters, I can kind of see why she made that mistake, because the characters do kind of look the same. Those four characters. So she was just like, oh, mori, 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 mori. And everyone laughed. And Mia's like, oh, and I also started laughing. I laughed so hard that my ears started tearing up. And Komura's like, oh, thank God, she was actually laughing. But then he's like, wait a minute, I haven't really seen her laugh that much. How does she laugh? And he's kind of thinking of how she laughs and everything. And then he suddenly sees that her kind of smiling and giggling while reading again. And then she goes to sleep. So Komura's like, all right, you know what? Yeah, I guess it's fine. I did see her laugh now. Next scene. We get to see outside there is a cloud which looks like a heart, and all the kids are freaking out about it. They're like, oh, look at that, look at that. And Mia's trying to look, but she cannot, she cannot see, that's why. So everyone's like snapping pictures, and the teacher's getting pissed off. The teacher's like, what the hell are you doing? Stop your phone. Don't do that. Who was that? And then, Komura's like, what should I do? She cannot see. So Komura decides to snap a picture. And he does that. And the teacher got so pissed off. The teacher's like, who the hell is doing this? Alright, so at night he sent the picture to Mia, and he's like, oh, I snapped this picture. Do you want to see it? And send it to her. And Mia was very happy about it. Even though Komura was like, oh, was that uncalled for? Did I overstep my boundaries? But no, it was fine. Now, one thing I'm while reacting to it, I was like, they're allowed phones? I'm just realizing something. I think nowadays kids are allowed phones, aren't they? I'm not exactly sure, but like in my when I was at school, taking a phone to school would mean immediate confiscation of that phone. Parents would be called immediately, and it would be a crazy stuff. There were a few who used to take their phones, but they hid it in such a way, and by any chance if the teacher gets to know, oh boy, you're in for something. So I'm like, phone, the teacher is allowing it? I'm like, wait, really? But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm realizing it, that every goddamn child now has a phone. Like, it doesn't matter what age you are. Even a 5-year-old kid has a phone. I don't know, probably they do nowadays. So I'm just realizing that, yeah, back in my days, phones wasn't a thing. So I guess that's why it was so. So I think nowadays, kids this age are actually allowed phone in their schools. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really sure. So I really was surprised. I was like, phone? What? How are they allowing it in school? But now I'm like, yeah, you know what? probably they allow it nowadays because everyone has a phone now, and not having a phone is actually weird nowadays. So yeah, it's probably allowed. I think like what they actually do is like the teachers probably say that, oh, you're allowed phone, but don't bring it out at class or something like that. I'm guessing it probably is a rule like that. So yeah, I think that's what's going on. Interesting. Like I need to remember that this is a anime of this generation, this day and age. You know, a lot of things have changed from when I went to school, so I need to remember that. I forget that. Okay. Um. Okay. So that was that. Next scene, we get to see uh, Komura goes like like it's like walking through the hallway and sees that Mia is missing her glasses again. So Komura's like, oh, I wonder where she left her glasses today. So this girl, she's like, oh, Komura, come here. And Komura's like, what? I've never talked to her. Why is she calling me? And she's like, oh, like this glasses, it's like Mia-san's glasses. There you go. Like, and she kind of puts it on her eyes, and she's like, oh, damn, this is thick. The thick glasses. And Komura's like, oh, what are you doing with her glasses? In his head, obviously. Give it back. And then she kind of laughs, and she's like, all right, you know what? Here we go. Give this to Mia. And before handing it over to him, she puts it on him. Now, that thick glass, if you are not accustomed to wearing glasses, oh, it's gonna mess with your head. Like, damn, you're gonna feel dizzy, and that's exactly what happens. Like, he probably never in his life wore any glass, so wearing a glass that thick made him completely like just almost like like just lose his like balance, and he like kind of almost falls on top of the girl and like does like a whole kabedon kind of thing. And Mia's like, oh, what's going on there? She cannot see, so she's like, what's going on there? And then this girl is like, oh, Komura, you're quite bored, aren't you? You're usually quite in class. And this is how Mia realizes that is actually Komura. So so the girl is like, oh, I'm just messing with her, and takes the glasses back. And Komura like almost is dying because of the glasses. While Mia comes in and like kind of separates them both. And yeah. And the girl starts laughing, and she's like, haha, it's quite funny, Mia-san. And Mia's like, oh, no, I'm just, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. While over there, Komura's still dying. Okay, so that was that. Next, we get to see, yeah, Mia comes to class, but she has her glasses. So, funny thing here that Komura mentions, Komura's like, oh, she usually, most of the time, she does wear her glasses, like maximum number of times. She loses her glasses, but it's not that much. Which I feel like they, like, it seems as if like the author wanted us to know that, like every chapter you see her without glasses doesn't necessarily mean she forgets her glasses every day. Like, that is not it. Like, yeah, most of the time she wears glasses, but this manga or this anime is just showing that times when she forgets her glasses. So I feel like that the author kind of made like that clear to us by Komura saying that. He made it clear. Here we go. Mia-san always forgets her glasses, but she does have her glasses with her most often than not. There you go. I feel like the author had to clear that up because I can see a lot of people reading the manga. They would be like, what the hell? Why does he forget her glass? She forget her glass every day. So the author was like, no, like she doesn't forget her glasses every day. She has it most of the time. We are just bringing out the times. We're just showing you guys the times when she forgets it because that's the content. So yeah, that was like a thing that they reminded us about. Because yeah, obviously, like, who forgets their glasses every day? Like, at that point, I feel like you need to actually get your memory checked somehow. Like, if you forget your glasses every day, yeah, that is like impossible. Like, you probably need to go to the doctor if that's the case. Like, not your like, eyes are not the problem. You need to get your memory properly, kind of like, because yeah, like in no way is that possible. Like, not having a glasses in itself for people who wear glasses every day, not having a glasses in itself is a big problem. Like I said, I cannot imagine myself forgetting my glasses ever. Like, it'll be weird. I cannot freaking see without my glasses. How will I forget it? Like, I, I will never be able to forget it because I cannot see without it properly. So forgetting my glasses is like impossible. Like, that's like an impossible task. So that is why, like, yeah, the author was like, yeah, it's not that she forgets her glasses every day. Most of the times she has it, but few times that she forgets, we show that to you guys. So Komura is like, oh, I'm glad that she's like, she has her glasses most of the time, but like in these type of situations, she doesn't really need my help. So he's kind of like getting his books out, and he's like, wait a minute, I forgot my book. So he's like, oh, Mia-san, can you please help me out? Share the book with me. And Mia's like, wait, you forgot your book? And she's like, okay, like, no, don't worry, I have it. And she's very excited. She's like, usually it is me that forgets my glasses, so you have to show your book to me. So I'm very happy this time. And then she's like, wait a minute, I never really realized, but we're quite close, aren't we, when we share our book together? And Komura gets embarrassed hearing that. Again, this kind of reminded me of like the whole sharing book thing. I remember doing this as well. Whenever we used to forget our book, yeah, we used to be like, teacher, and the teacher would be like, yeah, what? And we'd be like, I forgot my book. Can I share with my friend? And sometimes the teacher would be mad. The teacher would be like, oh, why have you forgotten your book? This and that, blah blah blah. Then they'd be like, okay, go ahead. And yeah, and oh boy, you're screwed if your friend also forgot. Like, just imagine your friend also forgot the book. God damn, that's a scary situation. Worse, if you don't have any friends. If you don't have any friends, you're even more screwed. Like, who the hell are you going to share? Or worse, even more worse, is that you have friends, but they're absent that day. They're not there at class, and you're just alone. Oh boy, that is something. Reminds me of a few stuff that used to happen in school. Right. Okay, anyways, so that was that. Now, after that, the next scene, we get to see Komura and Mie going to the glasses shop, the one where they went before. And this time, Mie's like, oh, I brought you here today with me because the demo glasses are non-prescription, so I cannot understand if they look good on me. Well, that makes sense because obviously the glasses that she's wearing, they're not, like original glasses. So she cannot see properly. So she's like, oh, I'm going to wear the glasses and you're going to tell me whether it's good or not. That's why she brought him here. So, and she's like, oh, I usually bring my dad, but today dad is not here. So, yeah. Right. So after that, she starts wearing the different glasses and, like kind of showing it to Komura. And Komura, every time, Komura's like, oh, this is cute. Oh, this is cute. Oh, this is cute. And like every time he's like, oh, it suits you. It's nice. It's okay. It's cute. By the end of it, Komura's like, yo, I'm actually not helping her out. I'm just making it even more confusing. So you know what? He kind of like kind of tells it to Mia. He's like Mia-san, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can be of much help because you look good in every glass. So I don't think there's any glass that wouldn't suit you. So I don't think he says these exact words. What does he say? Let me read. But he kind of says something like this. Where is it? Hey, okay. No matter what kind of glasses you're wearing, or even if you aren't wearing any glasses, it's all good to me. There you go. That's what he says. So he's like, oh, I cannot really choose properly. I'm not helping you out here. So yeah, and Mia's like, okay, and she grabs the usual glasses, the one that she usually wears. That's the same model, and she's like, so I'm gonna go with this one, the usual then. And Komura's very happy. Okay, so that was that. Next day, back at school, Mia's like, oh, I slept with my glasses on and it snapped. And Komura's like, wait, what? There you go. They'll again have to go to the glasses shop. So yeah. But either way, that is where it ended. Another very nice, wholesome episode of Mie forgetting her glasses and Komura freaking out about it, you know. So yeah, so that is it. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to episode 4 of the girl I liked forgot her glasses. I always forget the name of the title of this show. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, I'll check them out. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next week with another episode of The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.